Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little rundown of all the day's latest goings on and news. I hope you're doing well today, guys. Thank you for joining us. We've got plenty to get into in regards to United and our pursuit of players in this gash-tastic transfer window. We're going to cover it all, and also we've got players linked with a move away. We're going to get into it all. So thank you for joining us, guys. Do us a favour at the start of this video. Smash that like on the video. Give it a big thumbs up. Share it around as well. I've pinned the tweet to the top of live chat. Please do give us a retweet. We'll give you a shout out a bit later on in the show for everyone who does that and shares it around. Appreciate you all, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Let's see who we've got. Liquor, what's going on there, bro? Sim, John Han, Fire Up, Joey Evans, how you doing there, dude? Master Yoda, Bernie the Bolt, Mr. Hawklands, United Tactical Talk. I'm doing good, thanks, mate. Thanks for asking, dude. Not too shabby. How are you today, sir? King Jar's in here. Yes, indeed, Marcio is very injury-prone lad. Ruthless Sausage, Michael O'Dell, Ryan Hughes, Sphinx Fu, Joey, and everybody else as well. Thanks for joining, guys. Do drop the like on it and smash the subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Get yourself involved in the chat throughout the show. We'll dip in and out, see what you guys are saying. And also subscribe and get in at the end of the Q&A. That's what I mean. So we'll have a big Q&A at the end of the video. Thank you very much all for being here, guys. Let's get into it raw. Rushy, Batman, David Ada, Philip Chapman, Mark Nurse, Fire Up, all the legends getting in raw, Gung Shitty and all the rest. Thanks for getting in. Let's get into the news. So, I guess one of the biggest stories of the day is, of course, we're going to talk about Antony and stuff in a moment, but let's just talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Cristiano Ronaldo is constantly being linked with moves away. And various different sources, outlets, reports coming out that he's linked to a couple of different teams, most notably Napoli at this moment in time. So Sky Sports reporting, it's probably BS, guys, but Sky Sports are reporting that Cristiano Ronaldo's representative, Jorge Mendes, has approached Napoli over a potential move. Mendes is working hard to find Ronaldo the solution he wants. And in all fairness, there is a strong basis behind this because the understanding is that Cristiano Ronaldo just doesn't want to be at United anymore, playing Europa League guff. I mean, Man United have just got a draw against a team in the group stage from fucking Moldova, guys. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo's keen to pop on a plane, pop over to Moldova and play there for United in the Europa League on a Thursday night? I can't imagine it's the most appealing of things for such a Don, the greatest of all time, as Cristiano Ronaldo. So, surely, you know, if the situation hasn't changed too much, that if there was a club that came in for Ronaldo with decent offer, Ronaldo would be prepared to go as long as they're a Champions League team. That seems to be what the case is, because it looks like he wants to add about 6 goals to his Champions League tally this season, even if he can't get beyond the group stage and join a lesser team. But look, Ronaldo apparently is still being offered around by his agent Jorge Mendes, so we'll see if that takes shape. We'll see if it materializes into an offer from a different football club. But right now, it doesn't seem like too many football clubs are interested. We saw Olympique Marseille's CEO coming out yesterday and distancing himself from the deal and said it's just totally unrealistic. We've seen Dortmund, we've seen Bayern's, many different clubs have distanced themselves from Ronaldo. But at the moment, it seems like he's still very likely to leave Man United right now. I mean, it's still quite a good possibility chance that he stays, especially with Martial now getting injured. So reports that Ten Hag says that Antony Martial's out for Man United due to an Achilles injury. Absolutely awful. Tony Martial just constantly an injury-prone melter these days. It was such a shame he's having a good start to the season and stuff. But Tony Martial out, it emphasises the need for us to have a striker like Cristiano Ronaldo, surely. But if you actually look at the odds, I just had a look at the odds. And here are the odds. So from favourites to least favourite for Cristiano Ronaldo's next destination, or for where Ronaldo starts or plays his football after the window closes. This is the odds for the next club of Cristiano Ronaldo. So Sporting Lisbon, as you can see, they are slight favourites for Ronaldo to finish up this window out there. That's the reality. Man United is in second place, so to stay at Manchester United apparently is slightly less likely with the bookmakers than Sporting Lisbon. So it looks like, look, Ronaldo strongly is being linked away for a good reason. I'm sure that if there is an offer that comes in, Ronaldo being Ronaldo will want to go and play Champions League football. And also United, with where we're at the moment, might just let him go. Eric Ten Hag will feel the blow of Tony Martial being injured, though, and probably will be very reluctant to let him go. But based on, it's understood that Ten Hag's not too happy with Cristiano Ronaldo and this whole, talking about telling all the truth in a couple of weeks' time and all this nonsense stuff. So Ten Hag, maybe behind the scenes, who knows? I mean, if I was Ten Hag, I'd certainly want to keep Ronaldo, but maybe behind the scenes there is just a little bit of tension there, and also the feeling that, look, we need everybody pulling in the same direction, and no matter how good you are, doesn't matter who you are, you've got to be wanting to play for the team and helping the team and being fully dedicated and committed. And if you don't want to be here and you want to be at a different football club, then fuck off. So that might be the case. But look, Ronaldo favourite to go and play for Sporting with the bookmakers, second place to stay at Manchester United, and then you can see other notable clubs linked. Napoli, which has just come into play really, as they have been linked for quite a while. So, yeah, that's what I mean, Fire Up. He says Sporting Lisbon are poor. I mean, Sporting Lisbon are not a bad team. They challenged in the Portuguese league, but it's the Portuguese league. It's not the Premier League. And yes, they are playing the Champions League, but they'll just have literally 6 games in the group stage. What's their group, by the way, guys? I don't even know, but because I've refused to look at the Champions League draw so far, guys. I'm sure I'll see it soon, but I've got no reason to go and look at that shite right now, folks, to be fair. So, but the Europa League draw, though, was interesting. Obviously, Man United getting some decent teams in there. Sociedad being the toughest, but the rest of them should be reasonably easy ties for Man United, you would hope. But still, does that sort of thing appeal to Cristiano Ronaldo? Sporting will be out of the group stage, says Malps. Sporting can get out of their group. They have Spurs, Marseille and Frankfurt. That's a tough group, though, bud, in all fairness. That is a very, very tough group indeed. I mean, you know, what can you really... For them, for Sporting Lisbon, that is a tough group. I mean, they can get out of that group. Spurs, Marseille and Frankfurt. Is that who's in their group, right? Okay, fair enough. I mean, that is not a bad group for them, in all fairness. It's certainly, like you say, it is a group they can get out of, but... With Ronaldo as well, they probably feel like they've got a better chance. It's on them, isn't it? It's on them to see if they've got the bottle and the wherewithal to try and get the job done and get Ronaldo in. It's a good signing for them, obviously. Huge player. It would be their best player. He's an absolute goal machine. And if they utilise him well, I'm sure Ronaldo are banging a lot of goals for them to be very successful. So it depends on Sporting if they're prepared to pay, 20 million quid for him. It probably doesn't take a lot of money to get Ronaldo right now because he's want away. Even though United need him, we shouldn't sell him, especially with injury issues and especially considering we haven't signed any more players. But there is talks of, Memphis Depay, Antony and some other players that are being talked about. None of them are going to provide you what Cristiano Ronaldo can provide you if he's a fully dedicated, committed Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, by the way, we've got 157 legends watching, 52 likes. Do us a big favour if you're just joining the stream. Smash that like button on it, my friends. Help us get to 100 likes. It's free. Drop a cheeky little like on it. You know it makes sense. And get your opinions in there raw. Like Ezio, who says, love Ronnie, but he needs to go for the betterment of the club. So everybody put in the right direction. Eric Ten Hag having an absolute mare. With Ronaldo, not Eric Ten Hag having a mare, but it's a bit of a nightmare situation. As in, well, you've got this star player who's such an awesome player and could get you loads of goals, but he doesn't want to be here and he wants to go and play Champions League football. So, yeah, I mean, let's have a vote in the live chat, guys. What do you think Ronaldo needs to do? Should we keep Ronaldo or should we sell Ronaldo? Have a little vote in the live chat. It's my opinions sort of change and fluctuate a little bit on it every single day. So, kind of think, well, the team is more important. We showed against Liverpool without Ronaldo, we could actually be a better team as well. It's not necessarily about having Ronaldo, having the best players, about being the best team. So, and also, if Ronaldo wants to go away, but look, Martial's just got injured. Ronaldo's our best goal scorer. Like, what are we really talking about here? Like, that's what I think of today now. We're like, we need to keep the guy. If we get rid of Ronaldo, we will be a weaker team, a weaker squad. So, I mean, I just don't want to sell him still. Keep, says Joey Evans. Keep, says Johnny M. Sell, unfortunately, says Ezio. Let him go, says Gungshi. Be gone, Ronaldo, says Dutch Gamer. Keep, says Tarquin. Yeah, Martial is made of glass, sadly. It's another injury-prone player we've got on our hands. Is everyone prepared to have an abysmal season, finish at best top 10? Don't know about that, Mark Nurse, but we'll see. I mean, we'll see. Depends how we kick on from that Liverpool win, doesn't it? It was a great win. Build on that, maybe. Beat Southampton, beat Leicester. If we can do that, then, we can have a positive season. But I think the next couple of performances, the next couple of games will actually define Man United's season because, well, let's face it, guys, if we can't get the job done against Saints and Leicester, what good is it beating Liverpool? So we'll see how we do and if we're capable of maybe mounting a challenge for those top 4 places. Over the next 2 games, we'll pretty much find that out. So we'll see. Get two attackers in, says Jason. Good shout, Jason. Yeah, well, we could go and get a couple of decent players. There's players on the market who we could go and get. Players like Gakpo, players like Antony, of course, players like Memphis Depay who are linked with us. So you've got these guys who all could be coming in, but none of them are really as truly a good a goal scorer or out-and-out striker like Ronaldo. Okay, Memphis Depay could play up there, but you know, he's not as good as Ronaldo, is he? No way near. So it's you are hurting yourself a little bit by letting him go. Ronaldo going to rat-infested flats in Napoli, says John Adair. Rushmano says we've got 61 likes. Get in there, Rushmano. Thank you for the likes, telling there, dude. Gungshi says, I don't really care either way, to be honest. Fed up of the whole situation. I feel you on that one, Gungers. Cass Vandermeer says, Osman thinks he's a great player, but very expensive. There you go, yep. Chrissy J says, we definitely need Antony and Gakpo and keep CR7 at United with Martial injured. Yep, Rashford's a melt and Sancho suffering hard to see where the goals will come from. Very, very good point. Look at last season when the team was really struggling. Who's the guy who's dragging you forward and getting you those clutch goals? It's Cristiano. I think we would probably be foolish to let him go. But as those odds show there, you can see, you know, he is actually quite favourite to leave Manchester United. He's favourite to join Sporting in this transfer window. So we'll see if that materialises. I still think United, especially with this Martial news now, need to try and just put the foot down with Cristiano Ronaldo and make him commit, obviously, to the season. We can't really make him commit, but we don't have to sell him. And once the window's shut, that's it. He's going to have to like it or lump it, really. And I'm sure he'll rather play. Yes, indeed, Rob MEFC, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Sim says, Piggy, stop it. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Never going to happen with these leopards, says Sim. And leopard never changes its spots, I feel you. So, we'll see. I mean, oh yeah, Hammerhead. Paqueta's a hammer. You got yourselves a good player there, eh? Lucas Paqueta signing for West Ham. Fair play, mate. That's absolutely raw, lad. That's actually a really good signing for West Ham. West Ham doing some things. Fair enough. Okay, so, you know, Ronaldo is being linked with a move away to various different teams, Sporting and Napoli being the primary ones. On Sky Sports, their article reads, Ronaldo representative George Mendes has approached Napoli over a potential move. Mendes is working hard to find Ronaldo the solution he wants to play in the Champions League, but also to provide a solution for United, which is a replacement. So, yes, there are talks that they're trying to do a deal with Napoli, maybe where Man United could possibly sign Victor Osimhen. This is what Sky Sports are reporting. So one proposal Mendes has made to Napoli is for Ronaldo to move there and United to buy their Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen. I do think Osimhen is a very, very good player. And would be a great addition to us, but he's quite expensive. I've heard reports of 70 million. Will United have the bollocks to go and do something like that? We'll see if there could be a deal done, but Sky Sports News understands that Osimhen's a player admired at United, blah, 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 blah. Napoli, however, would only accept a triple-digit offer for Osimhen. Triple-digit offer. So you can basically just say that's not that realistic, but I mean, Osimhen's stats, if we're talking about Victor Osimhen as a potential replacement for Ronaldo, he would be a better replacement than a lot of the other options that we could go for, I think. I mean, he's not proven in the Premier League, of course, but you've got 27 matches played in Serie A last season, 16 goals and assists, pretty decent 14 goals, you know, not too bad at all, really. Pretty decent, but is he Ronaldo? No. I mean, the season before last, Ronaldo got 29 goals in 31 games for Juventus in the Serie A. And Ronaldo got 18 in the Premier League for us in a proper shit team last year. So again, okay, long term, this guy would actually be really good. But still, in the short term, I think Ronaldo's still a better player. But let's smash a 1 in the live chat if you'd like to see United go in and sign Victor Osimhen. Smash a 2 if you're not interested in Victor Osimhen, you think we should go spend our money elsewhere. I mean, he'd be a very expensive player. Let's know your thoughts. Sign Peter Crouch, says Ruthless Sausage. Hey, we could do worse, mate. Billy says, afternoon, Piggy. Hope you're doing well. Hey there, Billy. What's going on, mate? Hope you're doing well as well. And everybody, sorry if I missed any. Great to have you all in here. Please do drop the like on the video if you're just joining. Hit the sub up. We've smashed 65k now, my friends. Get in there. Shout out to all the Bacon Brigade worldwide. Ronaldo's bigger than you think, says JG. 2, you want fat Ronaldo, says Rob. 2, now says Billy. 2, says Batman. 2, says Rushy. 2, says Manos. 2, says Tyler. 2, says Johnny. 2, says Mark. 1 says Casa Ninja Starman. Most people don't want him. He's too much money. That's the problem. So you're talking about huge money, not wages, but huge money that this guy would cost. So Napoli reports want triple figures. I mean, it's just ludicrous. So they're not going to get anywhere near that. But I don't want to see... I mean, look, my situation's still the same. I don't really want to see Ronaldo go because I know what a good player is. I just want him to be committed to the cause, which he's not. But look, we don't have to sell the guy, and so I'd love to see him stay in the team and score those goals for us this season, whether he's got a big smile on his face or not. You know, we might have a chance of winning some trophies. We're in the Europa League. We're the second favourites to win the Europa League behind shitting Arsenal, believe it or not. You what, mate? But, yeah, Man United second favourites to lift the Europa League trophy. So, look, I know that's not going to appeal to Ronaldo, but it's something he hasn't won before. And if we had a positive few days now in the transfer window where we signed a lot of really good players, we did add to the team, we've got some quality players in, surely it's just going to make Ronaldo at least content with staying at Man United. He might really want to go play Champions League football, but we don't have to sell him. And if the window shuts and Ronaldo's still here, he'll get his head down and play. And the better players we've got around him, the better it is for Ronaldo, the better it is for the team. And look, Martial's just got injured, folks. Martial has just got injured, Achilles injury. So we can't really rely on people like Martial to score the goals for us. He has looked really good, but he's an injury-prone player. He's also known to be inconsistent. Marcus Rashford, you can say the same about him as well. He looked good in the last game, but is he going to be able to do that for you week to week? Big question marks. And now with Martial injured, you know, you've got to look at who's going to be playing on the left wing. Surely Rashford's going to be playing left wing for the next game, which means that you've got to have Ronaldo up front. So, yeah, I mean, we need this guy, don't we? We need Cristiano. Yeah, that's it. Even Barcelona couldn't win the Europa. Hey, fair enough. Look, it's not an easy competition to win. I mean, we won it in 2017 with Jose. We also nearly won it on penalties, and we bottled it to Mr. Unai Emery's team in the final and shat the bed. But, you know, it's not an easy competition to win, but United are one of the favourites to win it. We should go far in the competition, shouldn't we? You look at our group, we've got a reasonably easy group. Very easy, in fact, for Man United standards. So, yeah, we're expecting to progress far in the competition, maybe win it. Let's ask the live chat, guys. How far do you think we get in the Europa League? Let us know. So I'm going to say at least we get to the final. We might fucking bottle it in the final, but I've got a feeling we're going to get to the final. So let us know in the live chat. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. How far do you think Man United would get? Quarters, semis, final, win it? What do you think, guys? Win, says John. Win, says Chris. Semi, says Ruthless Sausage. A final, says Gangshi. And quarters, says Ezio. Final, says Gang and Jason. Win, says Liquor. Yeah, so semi at least, says Madhouse. Final, says Joey. Final, semis, winners, semis. So everyone agrees that we're going to get pretty far in the competition, or at least we should. Now, it's one thing to actually go and do it. But if we got Ronaldo in the team, we're much more likely to win a competition like that. Without Ronaldo, depends who you get to replace him, I suppose. But without Ronaldo, you're less likely to win a competition like that. Ronaldo is a clutch player. He's somebody that I would want playing in a Europa League finals, for instance. Now, whether or not he wants to be in that, I don't think he does. But I certainly would want him. But he is linked with a move back to, Sporting Lisbon. Apparently they're preparing an offer in the coming days. We'll see. Napoli has also been offered Cristiano Ronaldo, and Sky Sports News report that Ronaldo wants to move abroad for personal reasons mainly, and may get his wish if United can find a suitable replacement. So if we can find a suitable replacement between now and the end of the window, which is unlikely, it's slim pickings out there, especially if you're in the Europa League for Man United. So if we can sign a suitable replacement, and if a suitable offer comes in, that's a couple of big ifs, folks. But if that happens, then Ronaldo is possible that he could look to be moved on. So Jonathan Schrager reporting that someone close to the situation tells him that Ronaldo to Sporting isn't nearly done and doesn't think it's a possibility that Ronaldo they join this month. So there's still a big concern and a big problem there really with the fact that, well, United have his contract. He's on big money. To go to Sporting, he would have to take a big pay cut. He might be willing to do that in order to add to his Champions League tally, but wow. Cristiano Ronaldo still is quite likely to stay at Man United. He's still likely to stay. The odds suggest that the favourite for the situation is for him to play his football at Sporting this season, but he's still likely to stay at Manchester United as well, in second position. So also reports that, various reports and various outlets suggest that Ronaldo will still stay at Manchester United because we don't want to sell him, and especially with this Martial injury now as well. So we're on the verge there. I'm just going to dip into the live chat for a few minutes, folks, see what you legends are saying. So get your thoughts and opinions in the chat and quickly about Ronaldo before we move on to the Antony stuff, the next topics and all the transfer news we got remaining. But please do get your thoughts and opinions in about Cristiano. We have a little dip into the chat now, see what's going on there. Also, we're 12 likes off of 100 likes. Keep smashing the thumbs up if you're just joining us, and subscribe to the channel as well if you guys are new. Jose Bravo says, yeah, definitely. Right, let's have a little refresh here. See what's going on in the chat. Okay. Hi, what's going on there, Adam Partridge? He says, hi, mate. Good to see you, mate. What do you think of Steve Bergwijn from Ajax, mate, to be fair? Don't really, in all fairness, like, this is the thing. I only know a little bit about Antony and some of these players because of our links with them and being linked with them and doing research and looking into previous performances and a few clips and videos and stuff like that. Other than, obviously, we watch the Champions League roundup and stuff every week from last season. So I saw Ajax having a great season and saw some stuff. But no, in all fairness, don't really have an opinion on him. Don't really know too much about him. I'm not going to pretend that I do. I don't watch Dutch football at all. So don't know. Thank you very much, though. Roshi, thank you for that, my friend. So Ronaldo to Napoli then, says Aidan Feeney. Who knows? I mean, the latest is that George Mendes has offered him to them, or is trying to find a suitable replacement. There's so many ifs, ands, or buts to this deal. Can they afford his wages? Will Ronaldo be prepared to drop his wages? Will Man United receive a good enough offer to tempt us to sell him, even though he's so important for us right now? Does Ten Hag want Ronaldo, or is Ten Hag actually done with Ronaldo? Does he want to move on from Ronaldo and start a new team ethic at United, or a new team spirit that Ronaldo doesn't perhaps fit into just because, well, he's older and he wants to leave the football club mainly as well? So maybe you'll see that happen. Rabiot, don't know really Ezio at all, but I certainly don't want Rabiot at the football club. I mean, he was asking for too much money anyway. He does not represent good value, even for a small amount of money up front. I believe Ronaldo will start tomorrow. Yeah, I think so too, Jose Luis Coelho. I really do. Ronaldo's got to start tomorrow, bud. We've got injury issues. Martial's been injured. And in my opinion, Cristiano's got to play. So let's have a little vote in the live chat, actually, guys. Smash a 1 if you think Ronaldo's going to start. Smash a 2 if you think he won't and he'll be on the bench again. Let us know. It would be a even bolder move by Ten Hag not to start Ronaldo tomorrow, because let's face it, Ronaldo is one of our best players and he's fit and available, and there's not that many players who are fit and available up top. Calvin says 1, Josie says 1, Batman says 1, Aaron says bench, Rob says 1, Chris says 2, Mark and says 1, and Jim Watkins. And then just Startman says 2, Ibra could no lower says 1, Joey Evans says 1, no other options. Yeah, so that's the thing with Man United. I mean, we could play some youngsters, we could play some players slightly out of position. I mean, I guess you could play Garnacho on the left, and you could have Rashford up top again, and you could have Sancho on the right. I guess that would be feasible. And Garnacho is a good, exciting talent, but he's a young lad, or you could do a different combination of those players or something. But certainly, I think Ronaldo starts because we need him, don't we, in this game? Hey, Dhexian and TXR, thank you guys very much for hitting the subscribe button. And we smashed 100 likes. Sue, get in. What do you think? Slabby will be back in? I don't think so, Billy. I honestly don't. I mean, if Ten Hag puts Slabby Maguire back in the team, he's not the man I thought he was, because he's learned something from the last couple of games. He learned from the first couple that Maguire's absolutely shite. He learned that Maguire's best position is sat on the bench. And he also learned that the back four that we played against Liverpool is a much better back four than the one with Harry Maguire in it. I think that's obvious just from that one game. At least it deserves to be seen again. You know, we shouldn't be changing the back four. We should be playing basically the same team. Certainly no Luke Shaw, no Harry Maguire. See you later on, son. Let's stick with Malacia, Martinez, Varane, and Dallo. That was a great look back line in the last game. Okay, hey, Rob MUFC, what's going on, mate? Thank you so much there for the $5 super chat, my friend. Sue gets in there, you absolute handsome bastard. Everyone, let's get a Sue in the live chat for Rob. Thank you very much there, dude. He comments and he says, it ain't easy being green. Jizz. Oh, no. Thank you very much there, Rob MUFC. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Little late night FIFA reference there. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much there, my son. Paul Tierney, what's going on? He says, I hope we win, obviously, but wouldn't it be typical of United of old? Big win, then lose. Yeah, it would. It would be very United-esque right now to get the job done against those Liverpool scummers and then somehow manage to absolutely bottle job it against somebody like Southampton. You're absolutely right. So we'll see how they get on. It's about how they perform consistently now, isn't it? Like, that Liverpool game was a great display and they did turn up and they did show a lot of bollocks and fight. But it's one fixture. They lost the first two against Brighton and got hammered by Brentford. So unless they can get the job done against Southampton, then we're not going to do anything this season. Like literally, if we draw against Southampton or lose, that's my feeling of us going for top four gone. Because yeah, you can turn off for one game, and anybody can do that. You've got to do it on a regular basis and be a proper team. So that sort of fighting spirit, that sort of intensity and tenacity that the lads showed last game, they've got to bring that to the Southampton game as well, and every game going forward. Like, there's no excuses now. We need to have that team fight about us. So, yeah, you know, we'll see. We've got to smash up Southampton, obviously. If we don't, our season's completely hanging by a thread again. But if we do, it'll give us a good old boost, you know, to start putting together a good run, and we'll have belief that we can go and get the job done against those Leicester shitty melts. Okay, so, yeah, who cares about Ronaldo? We need players, says IQ Insane. I mean, true that. We absolutely do have to get a few players in. Ronaldo's contracted, just keep him. Unless we get a big offer, just keep him. What's the point of letting him go, though? I mean, he will provide us good goals. You know, at some point of the season, even if Ronaldo wasn't even first choice for Ten Hag, you know, at some point we're going to need him to come on, and we're going to need him to score some really key goals for us. And if he's unhappy, well, he's unhappy, but he's going to have to play for us. We're paying him. Okay, so let's get on to the next topic then, guys, which is Antony and Memphis Depay. These guys are strongly linked at the moment. Both of them still. We're still waiting for Man United to submit an official bid for Antony, of course. But we are getting closer to reaching an agreement. So, in fact, a report's just come through now from Rudy Gillespie this afternoon that reports that Man United and Ajax are getting closer to reaching an agreement for Antony. The deal could be finalised for around 95 million euros. And with the player, there's an agreement already in place. And the feeling is that the deal can be done. But it does not represent good value for United, but it looks like the deal is going ahead. Ten Hag wants his man. We're overpaying by a considerable amount for this guy. But it looks like we're going to get him. Who knows? I mean, look, Man United might turn their attentions to other players. We are still reported to be looking at different alternatives. Just in case that Man United cannot sign Antony, or that Ajax are asking for too much. There's a few different players that we're being linked to, such as, you know, Marco Asensio and people like that. But also, we've got still links to Cody Gakpo, Christian Pulisic still, you know, and Marcus Thuram apparently are all on the radar at the moment as well. So who knows? I mean, there's still alternatives that perhaps will be lined up if Ajax just ask for too much money. Right now, they've been pricing him out of the market. They wanted too much money. They're asking for 100 million euros. United don't want to pay anywhere near that, really, but we are getting closer to it. We had a rejected offer of 80 million, and they want 100. We've gone in there probably for around about 90, and maybe there'll be some negotiations to get the deal done. So I think it will happen before the end of the window, because it seems Ten Hag's really got his mind set on getting Antony. From what we've seen, he's a big priority. People like Fabrizio Romano saying that that's his focus now, is to get Antony in the football club, and that he's the main priority target for Man United this summer. So it seems like a huge amount of money. We've spent big money on players like Jadon Sancho in recent years, similar sort of situations. So it would be nothing beyond the realms of possibility, and nothing out of the ordinary for Man United's recruitment team to overpay significantly for players. But we are trying to get him, guys. There's still work being done on Antony. Let's ask the chat then, folks. Do you think we end up getting Antony? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we do sign Antony before the window closes. Smash a 2 if you think we don't sign Antony, he stays at Ajax, and maybe we go for a different target or two. Let us know. One player in is a pathetic window, says Jim Watkins. Yeah, how you doing, Jim? Ezio says 1. Wiggy says 1. Ryan Taylor says 1. And the Hoop Man, Dave, Johnny Elliott, Madhouse, Jim, Mr. Leo G thinks no. Well, there's still a chance that they don't budge on their valuation of 100 million euros, and that's just too much. So we know that Ajax have to deal with the situation of Antony not having his heart in it at the moment, because him and his team are pushing a move away to United. Obviously, they want the move. It's a big money move for everybody involved, and they feel like Antony, they feel like the player is being priced out of a move. So, which he is, because Ajax are asking for too much money. But if United are silly enough to pay that money, then I'm sure we can get this deal done. So there's no problem there with the wages or the deal. It's a 5-year deal. Antony's already agreed personal terms with Man United. It's just a case of Ajax accepted an offer from Man United, which isn't ridiculous, but they are seriously asking for too much money, and you know, it's a little bit obscene. Plus, there's a little bit of a problem with Hakim Ziyech now. So, you know, Hakim Ziyech, of course, is a player that they were looking at as a potential replacement for Antony should Man United sign him. But the thing is that Chelsea are asking for quite a bit of money. I think I've seen reports to say 44 million euros for Hakim Ziyech to replace Antony, and Ajax are not happy to pay that amount of money for Ziyech, it seems. So either Chelsea will have to lower their price tag, or another alternative from the same quality will have to be found. Otherwise, Ajax will not be keen to sell Antony. This is from Hans Stellar via the European lad on Twitter. But, you know, it's just some reports to say that, yeah, Ajax are getting twitchy feet because of just the amount of money that it's going to have to take to go and get a replacement in Hakim Ziyech. They're not making as big a profit as they'd like. Yada, 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 all the rest of it. Fact is, they still stand to make a huge profit on Antony, and they can go and reinvest that in whoever they want. It doesn't have to be Ziyech, but they certainly have had many meetings and talks about bringing Hakim Ziyech in as a suitable replacement. So they are playing hardball a little bit here to try and get the most amount of money that they can. I think that everybody just sees Man United coming from a mile away, really, and looks at us and goes, yeah, they've got a shitload of cash. They've got a bunch of mug, wanky banker financier tosspots in charge. And let's milk them. Let's milk them. Everyone sees us coming and absolutely gets great deals from Man United, don't we? We can't sell players for a lot of money, but we buy them for a shitload of money. I mean, a lot of the players we're talking about getting rid of in recent years, just think of who we've signed. Harry Maguire, £80 million. Well, he's worth at least half that, maybe less. Wan-Bissaka, £50 million. He's worth half that, maybe less. Paul Pogba, £89 million. He went on a free, and he is worth half that, definitely. So, you know, these guys have made some pretty gash decisions in general. This club has, certainly. I know we've got some different people in charge now, hypothetically, but it's still all everybody doing the Glazer shithouse bidding, and I'm not too sure about the decisions being made. So 95 mil on any one player right now doesn't make a lot of sense when we've got lots of different positions in the team to strengthen. I mean, I'm not even bothered about Antony, guys. I'll be honest. I mean, I would like him. I'd like him for 60 million euros, and then us signing another player for 40 million euros. But for 100 mil, it's too much. Phil Jones will save us, says Rob. YouTube Jamaican says, I wouldn't put a tenner on Slabo now, says YouTube Jamaican. Yeah, good shout. That's it. Value in our players just goes down. They're priced out because they've gotten too much money, and also they generally haven't performed over the years, so their valuation just plummets at United for some reason. It's an absolute gash up. Right, so United have identified a few different options. So Memphis Depay is also another player that is being heavily linked. So there is a report here, though, from Luis Rojo, which says that everything indicates that Memphis Depay will stay at Barcelona. However, Man United are willing to pay 10 million euros for him. So Memphis Depay is still a player that's linked to United in this window. He's a cheap option. He's not going to set the world alight and be a game changer for you, but he could be a decent addition to Ten Hag's side. He's got those Dutch vibes, and you know, he likes a schmuck and a pancake, and he can go in there and maybe play left wing as well. So we've just seen that we've got an injury problem now with Tony Martial, who's injured. Memphis Depay is actually kind of a decent solution for a couple of different positions in the team, as and when you need kind of a more of a utility or a rotation player to come in. So Memphis Depay could do a job at striker for you. He can do a job on the left wing, which we might actually need right now, because it doesn't look like we're prepared to go and buy Antony and Gakpo. If we blow all of our budget on Antony, then I guess it's not really too much to ask them for another 10 million euros to go and get Memphis Depay. So to me, Memphis Depay makes sense. He's a decent goal scorer. He's not going to set the world light. His record's good for club and country. It's not great. He's a good player. He's getting on a bit now. He's Dutch vibes with Ten Hag, so there's some plus points though, but there is definitely some negatives with the deal. One being he's already been here at United and he was shite. But those were many moons ago, and hopefully he's developed as a player and as a character since then, and hopefully he would be much better around this time around. Look, he's a decent addition. I would take him. It depends what his wages are. If they're astronomical, then it doesn't make much sense for United. But as a cheap sign, if you can get him on a reasonable deal with the idea that he's going to be playing second fiddle and he's going to be rotating and he's going to be covering at left wing and striker, then it's a good addition to the squad. I think that Memphis Depay represents decent value right now, and it sort of solves a problem that we've got, which is we need some wingers, we need some forwards, we need some goals from somewhere. He's not going to be super clinical for United, but he is a versatile player that can do a job. So for me, it's a big yes, but let's ask the live chat, guys. Memphis Depay to United. Do you want United to go and sign him for 10 million euros? Have you all say yes or no? For me, it's a big yes, only because he's cheap and we need somebody there to help us get some goals and also to cover left wing as well. No, says Ruthless Sausage. No, says Master Yoda. He's lazy and doesn't track back. For 10 mil, yes, says Ezio. Berber says better than Rashi. Oh, going in raw land. How you doing, Berber? Dave NG says no. Yes, says John Han. No, says Jim Watkins. No, says Dave. Depay attitude stinks. He's a TikToker, says IQ Insane. Oh, well, he'll fit right in well at Man United, in all fairness. Now, we're trying to get away from that. I feel you. He's an Instagram type player, isn't he? Yeah. The old school corner says yes. Yes, says Batman. Yes, says Govu. No, says the Hoopman on YouTube Jamaican. Yes, says John Han. I mean, listen, this is very mixed in the live chat, but for me, I still think we could do a lot worse, and especially for 10 million euros. It's a player. We need some bodies in here, folks. We need some signings. And as far as, like, could he actually help us? He could help us. He might be a bit lazy. He might be a fucking TikToker. But you know, he's also somebody that can go in and play left wing or striker if we got injury concerns. Or if something bad happens, you know, like if somebody gets a long-term injury or Ronaldo goes in either this window or January or sometime now, you know, we're going to need some more forward players, folks. He's a decent player. That's it. He's a good player and he's a cheap price. So what's the deal? But anyway, it does say here, you know, like he's more than likely to stay at Barcelona. And also Barcelona, the shithouses, have apparently now registered Jules Koundé. What are they doing? How many palms are they greasing? How many pies are they fingering? How many levers are they fucking leveraging here? How many levers are they pulling? Jules Koundé understood to have been registered by Barcelona with La Liga today, plus available to face Real Valladolid on Sunday. 23-year-old defender was last of the signings needing clearance to play league games. Believe that is now sorted. So I believe this probably decreases the chance that De Jong's going anywhere now, doesn't it? I mean, unless they really do want to get him off the books and because he's on big money and try and rebalance after what they've done. Who knows if De Jong's going anywhere, folks? He's registered in the squad. There is still, look, there's fresh links coming out all the time for Frankie De Jong in regards to, you know, moves away. Now apparently Liverpool are interested. Now apparently Chelsea are still interested. And even Bayern and all these guff merchants are all interested in De Jong. But I don't know. I don't see Barcelona getting rid because they don't want to settle up what they owe the guy at the moment. So, I mean, unless there's going to be some sort of miraculous change there with the situation, I feel like they've treated him so poorly now. It's, in my opinion, an untenable position. But Frankie de Jong's just kept his head down, knowing that one day he's got to get that money from Barcelona and he's getting paid a huge amount. He's got a contract and he's getting paid huge amounts of money to play at Barcelona. He knows that. And if he really loves Barcelona, he could just keep his head down and stay to the window and then wait for all this to blow over. Go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint and wait for all this to blow over. That's what he's thinking about doing. But there's still a chance if that Barcelona really want to kick him out the door and really want to treat him like shite, I guess that they could get a move on the go. But look, Frankie de Jong to United is basically dead. There's still a tiny possibility, I suppose, that we could go in and try and get the deal done before the end of the window. We did have an agreement in place with Barca. This is what's so frustrating about the whole situation, is that Barca just took us and played us for a bunch of absolute mugs over this window. I mean, we did have an agreement in place with them, but it was just some sort of weird bargaining chip for them, some sort of extra pressure to try and put on the player to get him out of the club, to force him out so they could register other players and all this sorts of stuff. In the end, they've exercise different economic levers, so maybe they don't have to do that anymore. But certainly Man United were mugged right off by Barcelona. We did go and get Casemiro, so you know that problem area for us has definitely been helped, but we didn't get De Jong and we were made to look like a bunch of mugs. That's right, Shaun of the Dead reference there, Liam Ward, you know it. So Barcelona treating us poorly, lying to us, that's right, stupid Barca lies, like you said, lying to us all summer long, leading us down the garden path that we're going to potentially buy this player, and they don't seem to have the intention to settle up what they owe him. I think they were just trying to squeeze more money out. Maybe if United could play 100+ million, then they would have sold him to us to cover what they owe him. Maybe De Jong just put his foot down and absolutely does not want to leave, and that's it. His life is in Barcelona. He loves Barcelona. He wants to play for Barcelona. Maybe it's as simple as that. Oh, dear. Right, okay, so let's just get into the live chat game quickly now, just in regards to Memphis Depay, Antony, and also De Jong. So we got some sort of Dutch vibes to talk about here. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. Berber says, I don't understand that they need to sell Frankie de Jong because they're at the limit, but can sign Lewandowski, Koundé, and so on. How does that even work? Well, yes, previously, the understand was they had to sell him so that they could resettle, issues that they've got at the club. What they've essentially done now, though, is they exercised a couple of different economic levers, which basically means they sold off, I think they sold off 25% of their TV rights to some American firm or something like that for the next 25 years, something along those lines, or 10%. It was a significant amount, which is going to be millions and millions and millions and millions over the years. And they sold it for 100 million, and then they did something else, some other bank loan jobs, some other rights and licenses that they sold behind the scenes and stuff. So that's how they've been able to do it, really. And they have moved a couple of players on as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Nobody knows how Barcelona are doing this right now. If you look at what debt they're in, they're over $1 billion in debt, guys. If you look at what debt they're in, nobody knows why or how they're doing this right now. It doesn't make sense for them. In the short term, yes, they're signing big players. They're making a run for try and win the league, and they're going for it. But in the future, they're shackling themselves. They're costing themselves in the long run. And it's actually very, very sad to see. I mean, I don't care. I think Barcelona is a shite club, to be honest, because of all this. They're owned and they're run by a bunch of absolute cancerous lepers. Because look at what they do in that football club. I mean, certainly the previous regime, Bartomeu's got them in the right state, and now the current regime with Laporta and stuff, they seem like a bunch of tosspots too. So, they are very, very poor run football club. They're in a lot of debt, and but because of who they are and what they mean to that area of Spain and everything, they get preferential treatment with things. That's what I think. They're so lucky Piqué hasn't taken his wages too, says Berber. Rubbish Barcelona ownership, says Lucky Singh. They're looking for planning permission to build a windmill at Old Trafford, says James T. Nice one, bud. Love that. Good stuff. Some more Dutch vibes. Love it. The players are going to be training in clogs, lad. Nice. Okay, so let's just see what you guys are saying very quickly before we get back into the news in regards to these few players we just discussed. Piqué will be president soon, says Steve Nicole. Xavi wants Messi back to Barca. Yeah, and apparently Laporta does too. So I saw some comments from Laporta a little while ago saying that he'll do everything he can next summer to try and sign Messi back, So I can imagine that happening. Yeah, I mean, again, so Lionel Messi must feel quite... I mean, what happened there? So Lionel Messi, they couldn't afford to pay Messi previously, and so he went to PSG. But now look what they've done with all those new players that they've signed, spunking loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of money. So they obviously didn't want Messi back that much. Really, did they? Yeah, you must take financial advice from Barca. Bayern are going to destroy Barcelona, says Stuart Alderson. PK seriously wants the presidency, says Steve Nicole. Subscribe to the channel, says Rushmono. Thank you, Rushmono, you legend. Yes, indeed, guys. Who's new here? Smash a 2 in the live chat if you're new, so I can say hello to you. Smash a 2 if you're new. And hit that subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the show. We're just hit 65k subscribers. We're on the road to a 70k. Help us get there. Also, we're on here every day with the latest United news and updates in a no bullshit, no clickbait way. So come and join us for the news every day. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon. You know it makes sense. And smash the like. We're only 6 away from 150 likes. The target's 200 likes, guys. Let's see if we can smash that. Help us compete with those clickbait wankers and those corporation charlatan channels. Support the independent fan channels by smashing that like button on it and get your thoughts and opinions in. Nice one. Hey, Luan France, hope you're doing good. What happened? We'll do a little bit of a rundown in a few minutes, actually. Aaron's new, our Kings, Andreas Tolberg. Welcome in, Andreas. Thank you so much. And D Hexian as well is new. Thank you, D Hexian, for watching. Great to have you in. Gary 1992, thank you very much for the super chat. He comments and he says, hey, Piggy, how's it going? It's going, mate. It's going. Thanks for asking, Carrie. It's going. Looking forward to seeing, hopefully, United beat Southampton tomorrow. Looking forward to seeing us sign 1 or 2 more really good players. Hopefully 2 or 3 more really good players. And even more looking forward to one day the Glazers shithouses leaving this football club, my son. Thank you so much, Gary. Let's get a love heart in the live chat there for Gary1992. Thanks for the super chat, bud. Batman Nightfan says, this is karma for Barcelona when United met them twice in Champions League finals. Hope they go bust. That was an incredible Barcelona team when we lost to them, wasn't it? 2 seasons in a row. They were incredible in all fairness. Hope you're doing well, fellow mod, says Aaron. Yeah. So here's a question for you guys. Hang on. What was I going to say? Damn it. Never mind. Viking Red says, hi, every Nuno. Sorry, just literally, you know, sometimes you start saying something, then you just forget what you're saying. That's what just happened there. Gung Shi, thank you very much, buddy. Says, smash like for the pig. Appreciate that, dude. Nice one. Yeah, good stuff. Johnny M says, are you going to the Southampton game, Piggy, or are you doing a watch-along? I'm doing a watch-along for it, bud. Yeah, I had a look at getting a ticket for it. 250 quid was the cheapest I could find. I thought, fuck that. So, you know, so, yeah, I'm doing a watch-along for it, yeah. Rushmano says, 157 like, get in there, my son. You're new. Thank you, Poisonous Nut. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Okay, right, so let's get into this then, dudes. Let's get into this. The latest on Dubravka. So we are still looking to sign Martin Dubravka from Newcastle, it seems. And Romano reported a couple of hours ago that Martin Dubravka is prepared to agree on personal terms with Manchester United. It's not an issue. He's very keen on the move. Up to the two clubs now. Talks are ongoing. So the deal on the table, it seems at the moment from Man United, is a loan with a £5 million option to buy clause, not mandatory, is now being discussed. Kevin Trapp deals 100% off. So yeah, Dubravka, guys, it's not essentially a key signing for us, is it? But it looks like we're going to get him into bolster options at goalkeeper. Don't really have much to say on it. It's a boring signing. We don't really need him. Yeah, Ryan Taylor says, Gash, I'd rather Heaton. Well, Heaton's here as a backup and don't really feel the need for another one. But looks like we are going to go get another goalkeeper. It's just a loan move. But a loan with a $5 million buy option could be what's on the table for Man United. We'll see. Right, let's get into a little bit of team news. We are going to do a preview for the game later on tonight, though, folks. So we're going to get in there raw a bit later. But we've got a little bit of team news here. And as I said earlier, look, Ten Hag says that Tony Martial's out for Man United due to an Achilles injury. He does say that Casemiro's fit, though. He did all the training sessions. He's trained individually. And the last days with the team. He said Antony Martial's not fit. He came out with a problem on his Achilles. I hope he will be available for the next game. So he has got a problem for this game, at the very least, Tony Martial. And we've got Casemiro going in there to start his first game, make his debut for Manchester United away at Southampton. Come on, Casemiro. Hopefully this guy is an absolute boss for us. We'll see how he gets on. But he means business. If you saw his interview, he came across very well. He came across like he is coming here to work hard and, to be here for the challenge. So looking forward to seeing Casemiro start. Really am. But look, it doesn't seem like Tony Martial is really going to have the season that maybe we wanted him to. I mean, he's only out for a short period of time here, but like you just said there, Antony says Martial is so injury prone. We can't rely on him. That's the case. You just cannot rely on the guy because he's constantly getting injured. He's constantly going to be in and out the side, and he's a bit of an inconsistent melt anyway, isn't he, really? Okay, so, yep, De Jong saga over as well, apparently. Oh, that's old. But Ornstein reported that, yes, maybe the De Jong saga's over because it's unlikely. This is what Ornstein said. Manchester United never closed the door for the Frenkie de Jong deal, but it's extremely unlikely to be happening. I think United are probably realistic about that now. Most probable scenario is him staying at Barca. So, yeah, and Barca have managed to register Jules Koundé. Let's just give a quick rundown, folks, of what we've discussed in this video. I'm going to get in there raw now, and we're going to have a Q&A as well. But I'll just give you a rundown of what we discussed in this video so far. For anybody who's just joining us, as always, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, and get ready for the Q&A in a few minutes' time. But we've got a report from Sky Sports that says that Cristiano Ronaldo's representative, George Mendes, has approached Napoli over a potential move. Odds are that Cristiano Ronaldo's most likely club to start after the window is Sporting Lisbon. Man United is in second place at the moment, so he's still quite likely to stay at Man United, but the bookmakers have it that Sporting Lisbon's the most likely place or destination for him at the moment. Man United are confident of signing Antony. We're still expecting to table another bid anytime soon and reignite those negotiations with Ajax. There's still talks, obviously, behind the scenes, but also re-signing Memphis Depay is a possibility right now. It's still unlikely. We have reports that it's more than likely that he'll stay at Barcelona. However, United are willing to pay 10 million euros and he is available on the cheap. So we could be seeing Memphis Depay maybe coming to United before the end of the window just as a bit of a addition, a bit of a body to bring in, bit of a panic buy maybe, but just a cheap option. You can't really go wrong. Also, Ajax and Chelsea are struggling to reach an agreement for potential replacement for Antony, which is Hakim Ziyech. They're asking for a bit too much money, it seems, and Ajax don't want to pay the amount of money that Chelsea are asking. But, you know, they can't have it both ways, can they? It's not like Ziyech's an old player. He's still a young player, still a good player, and he was there previously. And if Ajax are asking for 95 mil for Antony, then, sorry to say, 44 million for Ziyech, that's decent value. Piss off. You know what I mean, Ajax? Ajax starting to piss me off a little bit here. They want their cake and eat at these toss pots, don't they? But anyway, so Memphis to Man United is still a possibility. Antony to United is being worked on and is seemingly Ten Hag's #1 priority. De Jong's situation is seemingly in the dust. Dubravka's agreed terms as well. Jules Koundé's registered for Barca, therefore increasing the likelihood, I guess, that, well, De Jong doesn't go anywhere because they were having to perhaps sell players in order to get other players registered. But if Koundé's been registered, then I don't think De Jong's necessarily going to be going anywhere. So that's an absolute debacle. But that's Barcelona for you, absolute shit houses. Martial has got an Achilles injury, so he's out of the game tomorrow against Southampton. But Casemiro is in, folks. Get in there, my son. Right, I'm just going to go over to Twitter really quickly and shout out all the legends that have retweeted my show over here, guys. So for anybody who isn't following me on Twitter, click the link at the top of live chat. Give us a follow. Also, that's the link to the tweet for this show. Please do give it a retweet and help us get it out there. It helps us out, spread the word of the show, etc. And I will give you all a follow back if I'm not following you. Anybody who does that helps the channel. And also give you a shout out. So please do go give us a cheeky little retweet. We've got 8 retweets. Jessica Ellis, transfers_UTD, Audio Mark, United Tactical Talk, DC84, Lewis, Lee Rippingale, and Antony Ong as well. Thank you guys so much for retweeting that, guys. And also Feline Fur, Mr. Gungster Leone, thank you so much, dude, for retweeting that one. What a legend. Appreciate you a lot, guys. Okay, thank you everyone who's just done that. And also Nam Niigan as well. Thank you very much for retweeting that, dude. So, I'm going to get into the live chat now for a Q&A, guys. Please smash the like on the video. Hit the subscribe button so you can chat. You only need to be subscribed for 0 minutes to chat, so I'm going to stick around for a few minutes, see what you guys are saying, get your thoughts and opinions in about the about any of the topics we've discussed. As always, drop a like and have your say. So, Anthony Boring Mateus dos Santos says, it's Anthony Mateus dos Santos, is it really? Paul Tierney, interesting. Yeah, that's right, bud. We have a midfield. Casemiro's as good as 2 players. He could well prove to be. That's it. He's a top quality player, and what United needed was a top quality player in that position, and we got one. So he is a great player, great signing. Nice one, Dave NG. Yeah, fair one. Chris one says, I'm not asking more Glazers out. Let's not sign anyone. Armad and Prey. So Chris Ryan, crikey. Well, if we get the Glazers shithouses out, that would be amazing. I mean, look, there's the latest report here as well. Shout out to transfers_UTD, my man Rushmano on Twitter. But also Rob Dawson from ESPN says that Sir Jim Ratcliffe has heard nothing from the Glazer family about his interest in Man United more than a week after announcing his interest in buying the club. So, look, still doesn't seem like there's much movement going on at the moment. I mean, they've got to get in touch with their guys have got to get in touch with their guys. You know, somebody's got to contact somebody here and to try and get this deal going. So how serious is Jim Ratcliffe? How serious are the Glazers to sell? Are the shithouse Glazers just doing the bare minimum right now to try and appease the fan base so they don't have to sell and they can keep Manchester United milking? That's the thing. So right now, hey, look, they are spending on players, but it's just maybe to paper over the cracks, and if they're not going to sell, then maybe it looks like they keep the club for a bit longer. It looks like Sir Jim Ratcliffe and this sort of consortium that could potentially be buying the club, they're no further ahead with anything right now. So, I mean, it's only been a week. I get that. It's only been a week, but nothing's further ahead right now. Okay. Right. Seems like Antony deal's stalling, says Joel Smith. Certainly, they're asking for so much money, and I think United will be prepared to go to the deadline to get as cheap a deal as possible on him. And Ajax should probably look to sell him because he's one away now, and they are pricing him out of the market. Thank you very much, Bell says, if you don't subscribe, we don't want your opinion. Exactly, Bell 691. That's exactly right. Gary, thank you so much for the super chat, you legend. He comments, do you think Ten Hag will stick with the same tactics for Saints? Okay, so yes. No, not at all, because we're away from home and it's against Southampton, but we will probably be slightly counter-attacking setup, but I think we'll be more offensive. I think we'll be a bit higher up, and also we might not have Rashford up top for a start, so he's not going to necessarily give us that energy in that position that we had in the last game. So we'll probably have Ronaldo up top there, Rashford on the left. I don't know, and we'll probably be slightly more aggressively set up. But I mean, what I mean aggressively said, I mean higher up, slightly more attacking, less dependent on a counter perhaps, but certainly with similar sorts of personnel in there. Maybe Casemiro coming in for McTominay, maybe Ronaldo coming in for the injured Martial. Other than that, similar sorts of personnel in there. But no, not the same tactics, because obviously we're not playing Liverpool, one of the best teams. We're playing Southampton, so we should be trying to go there and take the game to them and attack the shite out of them. Would you like to see Ronaldo leaving? I wouldn't actually, Section. No, I like the guy. I'd like to keep him. I think he's a great goal scorer. Had a great season last season. I still think if we can get him committed, or the window just closes so he definitely can't go anywhere, and there's all this stop of speculation and stop of him wanting to go because, well, he knows he can't, then I think he'll be fine. We have to win tomorrow, says Luke Powell. The Glazers took the piss all this transfer window with Jong. Glazers out, says Adam Butler. If that's the way he's going set up forward, you should be concerned, says Gary. What do you mean, bud? Man United's bench needs, you mean with the counter-attacking way we set up at Liverpool? Yeah, no, we're not going to be taking the game. That's for when we're up against the top teams, I think. But in all fairness, the intensity and the pressing from Man United in that game was evident all over the pitch. It's just that, you know, there was an idea of we're going to be very tight, we're going to be very quick on the counter and that sort of thing. So you've got to do that sometimes. You can't play the same way every single game. You looked up highest transfers and can't believe Antony's worth so much. Ajax can do one. Oh, I know, Mike. Yeah, he is way overpriced. Really important game, says Rushy. Maybe more important than Liverpool. I agree, bud. Yeah, it's all well and good beating Liverpool. You've got to see if you've got to do the business against Southampton. Banco says, can you read my comment about Antony? He says, Pig, Ajax finding Antony 50k a day. He's absent. The manager said he doesn't give a damn what Antony wants. I am Dutch. He said it in an interview. Yes, nice one, mate. Yeah, I saw a report yesterday about that, actually, that he was getting fined 50k a day. But he's not even on that a week. So how does that work? I mean, he's not even on that a week over there at Ajax, I don't think. I saw a report saying he's on like 30,000 a week there on his current contract. So, you know, I don't really know about that, but look, it makes sense that he's getting fined because but then again, he's actually turned up for like he's not gone to training. He's not training with the team, but he's around the gaff, isn't he? Hey, G-Wolf United says Glazers go now and forever. Thank you, G-Wolf. Let's get some Glazers outs in the live chat for sure, man. Berber says Glazers go by Barcelona, you shithouses. Exactly. They're made for each other. You're damn right. Don't underestimate Southampton, says Sativa Breeder. Ronaldo should stay, says John T, but he shouldn't have kept quiet, not doing himself any favours with United fans. Agreed, John T. That's it. What's this big tell-all interview that's coming out soon? What a load of bollocks that is. We missed Ten Hag at Ajax. The new alien guy is stiff as hell. First time we got an emotional bond with a manager. Oh, Bankos, I feel you, dude. Yeah, I know it seems like he was a great manager there for you, and he did really well for you, but there you go. He's flown the nest, my son. You've played the exact same football under Oli Mourinho and Van Gaal, and Ten Hag will be going against his philosophy, says Gary. Well, yeah. I mean, look, Ten Hag's going to get us playing towards more of what the Ajax style of football was from last season and previous years, definitely. But there's certain games where you have to play different ways, you know. Certain things have to be different. Thank you, Vutinator. He says, smash the like for the pig. Thank you, Vuti. Yes, guys, hit the like button to help us get to 200 thumbs ups. And I'll read a bunch more comments out here for a Q&A. Thank you, Vuti. Hope you're good today. Ronaldo in exchange for Osimhen. We can add some fee alongside Ronaldo. Thing is, they apparently want like over 100 million euros for Victor Osimhen, Felix Peters. And so how much they want to take off for Ronaldo. If it was like 50 million euros and Ronaldo, then I'm sure we'd be interested. But if they're looking for like 80 million euros plus Ronaldo, I mean, that's pretty crazy money for Osimhen. But he does look a good player. What are the chances Southampton put a tackling on Casemiro early on in the match, says Rushmano. Let's hope he doesn't get injured anytime soon, but that would be a calamity. Agreed the result was more important on the day. That's fair, says Gary. Ronaldo in exchange for Osimhen, we can add some fee alongside Ronaldo. Yeah, and also plus, like Gary, like Ronaldo, Ten Hag's going to take time to really change the team. You can't really expect complete oiled machine of an attacking team overnight. Felix, yep, in exchange for Osimhen. You never know, Felix. Time to be worried about Newcastle? I think so, Berber. Yeah, they're starting to sign players. They're starting to build a team. They've got a very good coach in Eddie Howe, and they've got money behind them. Money behind them. So it is time to be worried about them. Dark Horses, says Rushmano. Definitely, yeah, they're looking good, aren't they? My suggestion for coming week, at least 4 significant signs this week and 2 big surprises based on stories and rumours. Hope you're right, Cass. We could do with 1 or 2 players going out. There's still an understanding that Wan-Bissaka is potentially going to be going to, say, Crystal Palace, or could be could be loaned out with an option to buy still, something like that, if we might sign another right back. But at the moment, I don't think we should get rid of him because we haven't got another right back. But if we were to sign another right back or had plans to, then I would be okay with selling Wan-Bissaka for 20 mil, 25 mil. How much do you think he's worth, guys, Wan-Bissaka? G-Wall says, Pig, if we let CR7 go, do you think we get another striker or go with what we got? We got to get another striker. We have to. Martial's just got injured. He's too injury prone. You know, we can't expect him to be fit and prepared every single week. We've also got Rashford. Same can be said for him, really. They're both sort of inconsistent. And then, wow, you know, no, we need another striker. If Ronaldo goes, we've got to go and sign a big name striker, I think. Paul Tinney says, Glazers, son. Yes, mate. You don't think players can play Ten Hag football? Maybe not yet, Gary. No, we need some more new players in. And, of course, it's going to take time to instill that into the team and to get them, you know, all on the same page and to get that practice in. That's, you know, that sort of experience, that sort of quality play just comes from time and understanding and playing together. And, you know, time will help Ten Hag massively. He needs time to work. 10 mil, says Steve Aurelio. 25, says Batman. 30, says Manos. 20 mil for Wan-Bissaka, says United forever. Then who would you want, says G-Wolf United? So for a striking option for Man United, God, I mean, this is the thing. There's so many people I would want, but none of them are that realistic, bud. Crikey, I mean, you know, Jamie Vardy, do a swap deal with Harry Maguire. You know, you know, for the short term, but nah, definitely not. I actually really like, I like Christopher Nkunku. I do rate him. I think he's versatile. I think he's good. I think he's reasonably young. He's shown that he's got good goal scoring ability. I know it's in the Bundesliga, but I like Christopher Nkunku, but I don't think he's only just signed a new contract there. It would cost a lot of money to get him. I don't think Man United would be prepared to spend the money. Antony Parcial, says AP. Yeah, there's not that many to sign, Rushman. There's not that many available, is there? We need a striker plus a winger. Saint Maximum's a great shout as a winger, Rushmano. We'll see at Saints. I could be wrong, says Gary. He's 24, Sanele Madiala, Christopher Nkunku. Or you were talking about Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy's like 35, isn't he? He's old as fuck. But he's still a good player and he's still a good goal scorer in the Premier League. But no, that's just for one season. That's a downgrade. Like, that's if you lose Ronaldo and he's gone and you have to replace him. That's a downgrade last minute panic buy. But, you know, he is a good player though. Sesko or Gakpo, says Mark Nurse. Both, says Mark Nurse. Chris Wood says Chris Ryan. Gangshi says Belotti. Yeah, Belotti's another shout as well. I mean, yeah, again, there's a lot of players, but are any of these really, really good enough to come in and do what Ronaldo can do? Even with the signings we made, I'd rate this window a 5 out of 10, says Chris Koo. Good shout, good shout. Vardy not good for us in the future. No, he's not at all, Dave. It's a short-term, short-minded signing. Yeah, Sesko's been sold, and Sesko's actually got an agreement to go and join RB Leipzig from RB Salzburg, hasn't he already? So yeah, that's not the case. He's not available. Aston Villa, Ollie Watkins says Kadili, again, underwhelming. Bell says Pig would have cost us 50 million for Nkunku, but we let him sign a contract. Now we're trying to buy a winger for double the money. Exactly, yeah, what's that all about, Bell? I know, and that Nkunku guy could have played in a lot of different positions and looks great. 24, yeah, I agree. Belotti off to Roma, it's a nightmare, says Rushmano. With that Ronaldo smile on thumbnail, looks like you're giving him the ventriloquist treatment, says Chelsea Live. Ivan Tony's a good shout, Enor. Yeah, nice. Atkins 21, says Rob. Get one straight from South America or Africa. Where's our scouts? I don't know, Madhouse. They're having a nightmare. Chicharito, says Chris Ryan. Hey, we could do a lot worse. I love a bit of Chicha. De Jong deal dead. It is Cindy Collector. Dead as a doornail. Calvert-Lewin, again, underwhelming for me. Good player, but not good enough for me. Plus, I think he would be expensive. Bastard maggots in this. Do you think we'll win against Liverpool as a one-off? No, I don't. We've got to keep it going, but, you know, we'll see tomorrow, won't we? You like Neto from Wolves for a right winger if we can't get Antony. Interesting, Chrissy. Yeah, he's actually apparently been offered to us recently, wasn't he, for like 50 million or something? I don't know. I mean, there was a link I saw with him. Mitrovic says Welsh Red. De Jong agreeing to reduce salary. Fabio Tavares is in crude. Mitrovic would be a good signing, Welsh Red, honestly. He gets some good goals. Superstar says we could have gone for one of those bigger striker options like Nkunku if Ronaldo told us he wanted to leave months ago. Not waiting until the last minute. He actually didn't wait until the last minute. He actually, it was all came out in the press 1 month after the window opened. Still plenty of time to get stuff sorted out. Yeah, the whole team should go to Napoli. Right, guys, we're going to wrap this video up here, guys. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in. You're a bunch of legends. Appreciate you all watching the stream. Smash that like on the video if you haven't done. We're nearly at 200 likes, folks. Smash the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We're going to be back on here later on with a preview of the game for tomorrow, and also with some of the latest news and stuff like that tonight as well. So come and join us, folks, a bit later on. Thank you, Berber. Thank you, Rush Mono. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, R King, Sativa Breeder, and everyone else as well. There's the latest news for you. Antony is still in the works. Could well be priced out the market, though. We'll see. But Man United expected to table another official bid, some in the region of 90 to 95 million euros. Memphis is still considered an option for us because of his cheapness and the Dutch vibes, and we need some players in that position. And we're prepared to cheap out rather than going to get something like Gakpo as well. And then we've got still links to other players like Dubravka, the goalkeeper. The De Jong deal looks dead. Cristiano Ronaldo has been reported as having moves, or his agent trying to get a move and having interest in going to Napoli. And Sporting Lisbon is still favourites to sign him. So we'll see what's going on, guys. But that's pretty much the latest news. Thank you so much, Superstar, Maggot, Mark Nurse, R Kings, Berber, Superstar, Tashi, The Vooty, Hoopman, United Technical Talk, Gungshi. Thank you, Gungshi, Leonie Don. Have a great day. And Madhouse, thank you, Bud. Tashi, Luan France, Roshmano, AP, Aaron, Bankos, United Forever, Cass Vandermeer, Welsh Red, Aaron, Chris, Ryan, Crisco, and all the legends of the live chat. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Come back after this video is finished. Get your cheeky little opinions in the live chat afterwards. Or not in the live chat, in the not live chat afterwards. Get your comments in the comment section. Also, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. We'll be back later with all the United news. Sort your bloody lives out, United. Sign us some quality players now. We still need more. It's a 5 out of 10 window at the moment. We need to make it a 10 out of 10 window and get a few quality players in. Sort your bloody lives out. Hashtag Glazers out. Let's get some green and gold emotes in there, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. That's it from me.